Well, we've been hearing stories about the kindness of strangers, and that includes different faith groups who've been helping those impacted by the BC floods. Khalsaaid Canada is one of them, a Sikh organization with teams of volunteers across the country, and they've been delivering meals and supplies through helicopters to truckers stranded in Hope. I'm joined now by Khalsaaid. She's the Lower Mainland Regional Coordinator in Vancouver and joins us now. Hi, Baljeet. Thanks for your time.
Oh, thank you for having me.
I understand you've had a very long and busy day organizing, and you have a day job as a scientist. You're at your lab. This is volunteer work. Talk to me about how this kind of came together, because this also, happened because of the kindness of the folks who lent the helicopters to get the food there.
Yeah, exactly. So it started off with a Facebook post that somebody forwarded to me from a community group, and I read it. I phoned the trucker that was stranded out in Hope, and I talked to him, and he explained how dire the situation was. It had been 2 days that over 200 truckers had been stranded outside of Hope. They couldn't travel east or west, and there's quite a few families that were also stranded with them too. So just through that, phone calls, connections, and within a few hours, we were able to secure a gurdwara to prepare food, hot meals for them, and then as well as getting our volunteers to purchase fruits and non-perishable items. And this morning, we got it all packed up and loaded on a helicopter generously provided by London Air. And they were able to fly it up within a half an hour, and all the items were reached there by 12:30 this afternoon.
So how many volunteers involved? And talk to me about the logistics and you're cooking food. What does all of that look like?
So, Sikh temples, they all have community kitchens underneath the main hall. And I made a few phone calls to the different Sikh temples, and Khalsaaid Darbar Saab reached out. They said, yes, we could totally do it. We can help. And luckily they were stocked up with supplies, and some of the seniors and a few other people came out early in the morning, like I think 5 o'clock, and started cooking. And we just showed up at 9:30, packed everything up, and had it ready to go to the airport.
What are you serving up? What's on the menu?
Rice, lentils, and roti, staples of Indian food, and then apples, bananas, granola bars, cookies, tea supplies, because that's essential to Indian food. And we know there's a lot of families and kids out there, so we try to provide different items that were nourishable and sustainable.
They are eating well. And I understand it's not just the stranded truckers. You're also delivering food and supplies to migrant workers in the Fraser Valley. Tell us a little bit more about what you're hearing about their situation.
Yeah, so we have some great community connections with nonprofit organizations, and through them, they've reached out to us saying that there's a lot of migrant seasonal farm workers that work on all the farms in the Fraser Valley. They're stuck. They can't get to food supplies, and because they can't work, they get no money. So they're in desperate need of food, but it's just being able to access them in a safe way by our volunteers. So we're just working on logistics. Today we're delivering food to 11 farm workers, tomorrow 50, and we're just going to keep staying on our toes, and wherever there's a need, we'll try to help as much as we can.
I understand Khalsaaid is an international NGO. It provides humanitarian aid in disaster areas, civil conflict zones around the world. What's it like to do this in your own backyard?
It feels like I was back in Iraq. I went to Iraq 2 years ago to help with the team there, and you just go into overdrive. And if you're convicted to help community, there's always a way, and there's no barrier in your way. And if there is, you just kind of walk around it or go over it. And that's what happened. And it's just the power of community, people working together and supporting. So without that, it wouldn't be possible.
All right, Khalsaaid, the Lower Mainland Regional Coordinator for Khalsaaid. That's an organization that's been helping those stranded by floodings in BC. Thanks for everything you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much.